Alright, welcome aboard everybody. We're here in St. Augustine. Summer is over, but no one told Mother Nature that. So we are trying to rush back to Punta Gorda to beat a little bit of weather that may or may not be hitting there. So all depending on our timing and if it moves just a hint north, because it's right on the edge of Punta Gorda. We picked up our clearance already off camera, and we got as filed, and basically what we had filed for was Ocala, Victor 157, Lakeland direct. So that's the view expanded. There we go. So Ocala 157, Lakeland direct. Alright, airspeed is cube, blue or brown. 3012 times 2. Heading indicator is correct, turn coordinator is right. Gauges are parallel and in the green, and we've got more than enough fuel for this flight. Clear right, clear left, clear across. I think once we lift off, don't be surprised if as soon as we get off the ground if the plane vanes to the left into the wind. You can feel it pushing us a little bit as we're taxiing.
Yeah. Duly noted. Don't freak out.
Don't freak out. Yeah, don't scream unless I scream. Nose in the wind.
You always nose into the wind?
Or
run-ups?
You should if you can, but...
To pull the air?
Yeah, because when you're sitting here, even though the engines are howling right now, they're not really getting much wind. I know people think that they are, but the inside of the prop doesn't generate that much wind. It's the outer tips that generate all the thrust and the wind. So it's not great for the engines. That's why they say pointing to the wind, just to get a little wind in it.
3175 Whiskey San Austin Tower, fly runway heading runway 13 intersection Bravo 1, clear for takeoff 1060 at 15.
Runway heading runway 13 Bravo 1, clear for takeoff, 75 Whiskey. Alright, we're clear left, we are clear right.
Yeah, I think I'll play around with it.
Alright, I see 13. Okay. Alright, power set, fuel flow, airspeed is alive. $84 knots. Positive rate.
There it is.
Gear up. There's the vane, see it? Turn left.
75 Whiskey, contact departure.
Over departure, good day, 75 Whiskey. Whew. Departure bearing 3175, Whiskey's 400, climbing 2000, runway heading.
3175 Whiskey Jack's departure, ident, and you want 7 or 9,000 as a final?
Ident and 9,000, 75 Whiskey.
75 Whiskey, copy, radar contact mile southeast St. Augustine, climb maintain 4,000 for now.
4,000, 75 Whiskey.
What did he say about moans?
We're talking to us.
Oh.
November 75 Whiskey, turn right heading 270, maintain 4,000, traffic 5 south, even northbound with Skyhawk at 5,000.
Right, 270, 4,000, 75 Whiskey. $270, 4,000.
Love you.
Love you more. $500 to go. Gonna be like right in this layer.
Oh.
Or 75 Whiskey, traffic no factor, climb maintain 8,000.
8,000, 75 Whiskey.
Pull up. Pull up.
Break out. Break out.
never get enough cloud surfing footage.
No, probably not.
So for those of you who
5 Whiskey, clear direct Ocala.
Direct Ocala, 75 Whiskey.
231. For those of you who have noticed, the windshield is slightly dirty.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Lima 29er, contact Daytona approach.
I admit that it is my fault.
Oh, in that case, yeah, it's dirty. Totally see it.
We did not have time, and there was a storm last night, and got the plane just a little dirty, so I gave her extra kisses in trade of being dirty, because we're going to go wash her again when we get home. So we apologize for all of the dirty water spots in this video.
Radar contact.
It is not your screen.
Fighting 280 and
it's your screen.
VOR final approach course. We'll have time out shortly. Just advise when you have the ATIS.
Do you think that this is too low, that it's going to cut me off again?
With the West Smith.
Nope.
I'm looking at it like, oh, no.
He did say 8,000, right?
He said 8,000.
Thank you, ma'am. 75 Whiskey, contact approach 118.6.
18.6, good day, 75 Whiskey.
Over.
Approach bound 3175, Whiskey 6.4, climbing 8,000.
3175 Whiskey Jack approach, altimeter 3010.
010, 75 Whiskey.
Just approach, Whiskey 334, get the window for maintain for everything.
124.914 Charlie.
What do you think? You think we're going to beat the weather? Have we looked?
I don't know. I looked before we got here, but I was on my way to my radar, so...
Yeah, look at that.
See, all that wasn't there. It was more like down here.
I think we're going to
Number
beat
734 X-ray Tango calling. Sir, 75 Whiskey, would you like to go direct Heiser to join Victor 157?
Yeah, I'll take direct Heiser, 75 Whiskey.
75 Whiskey, roger, proceed direct Heiser to join Victor 157.
Direct Heiser, join 157, 75 Whiskey. We'll take that shortcut.
Why not?
Would I like a shortcut? Why, yes. Yes, I would. I'd like to take direct Punta Gorda. Is that an option?
Well, since you're asking,
Yeah.
can I just get...
But that puts the sun on my side. So we are level cruise at 9,000 feet. We have an indicated airspeed of 158.5 knots. We have an outside air temperature of 58 degrees Fahrenheit or 11 degrees Celsius. We have a true airspeed of 187, 188 knots, which is giving us a ground speed of 197 knots. So we got about a 10 knot tailwind. Wind's actually showing at 325 at 15. So we have a quartering tailwind, so our tailwind component is about 10 knots. And we're burning about 27, a little over 27 gallons an hour, 13.6, 13.7 aside. Can't believe you didn't clean the window.
I know. I'll take one for the team.
Windows are actually one of those things, because these are plexiglass, that I prefer to pour a bunch of water on it and get all the loose grit off before just spraying it and wiping it, because then you can literally be sand blasting the glass as you're wiping it by scratching the glass with the sand. And that's what this is all. This is sand from sitting on the airport and it being windy, which is why we need to get a cover.
So is that the storm that's coming up right there?
Off to the left?
Yeah. Or is that still too?
Setting at 080 to maintain 2,000.
That's probably this.
That's probably some remnants of it, yeah. So I am excited to announce, though, we've got another little trip coming up where we're going to go to Rome, Georgia for the air show up in Rome, Georgia. So that should be a good time. That'll be a fun little trip coming up.
It'll be our first drive-in air show, except for we're still flying in.
We're flying into a drive-in air show.
Yep.
You see that weather trying to creep in.
Tampa approach leads an 868, level 13,000.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be close.
It's fighting us.
250, then descend to main.
Let's go faster.
Legion 868, you're going to want to stop
Go.
heading.
868, I'll have a turn for you here shortly, just trying to get you in trail your company.
Why can't we have a fast plane, Daddy? Why can't we have a fast plane?
868, turn right.
You know you're going to upset a bunch of people when we're flying at 194 knots. I mean, I know it's all relative, right? But, well, we are due for an oil change, which is both exciting and depressing all in one. It's exciting because it means that we've been flying.
A lot,
which is great. It's depressing because, well, it's a whole lot of oil.
we got it though.
We do have it. One of the perks of going to the air shows and pre-buying the oil when it's cheaper. So anyhow, most people usually will go and go and heat up their engines or go for a quick flight to get the engines hot and then come and change oil. So I think we'll just park the airplane in the hangar and the engines will be nice and hot from this flight and we'll just start draining the oil.
Yeah, I definitely didn't plan on getting dirty today, or at least as soon as we landed, but looks like it's happening.
So it's looking like we're going to beat this weather in. It's just kind of hanging right there. Just enough of a teaser. Going to give us a nice 10-knot crosswind on landing, though.
Well, I think it helps that we're coming in on 4. So if we're coming in on 2-2,
well, 2-2 would help because we'd be getting quicker.
yeah, but it's like, what if it's actually over here already? So it's kind of like,
Punta Gorda is interesting because sometimes you can have weather everywhere and it just doesn't develop over the field. It's
Bermuda's Triangle.
It is. I think it has something to do with the water there and the Peace River or something. I don't know, but it often can somehow manage to avoid the worst of the weather.
3175 whiskey, descend and maintain 3000.
3000, 75 whiskey, thank you.
Number 7734 Juliet, contact Tampa approach 119.9er.
3000 is set. I'm not going to pull the power back yet. I'm going to try to make up a little bit of time since we're racing weather. Even though I'm pretty sure we got this made. I'll let the speed creep up a little bit. As we're now at 209 knots.
Woohoo! I don't think we've ever really broken 200 with me in the plane.
I mean, in cruise?
Yeah.
We have, I think. I think we have, but not by much. We haven't taken advantage of the west to east winds, like coming from Texas or something.
Right.
We haven't had that luck, but
It looks like this arrival.
that's the problem with going north-south is you basically
right now would be actually
never get a tailwind.
Right. But we pretty much are on point with knowing exactly how long it's going to take to get to St. Augustine.
Yeah.
Hour and 12 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. Period. It may squeak to 110. Hey.
Our flight time right now is 51 minutes. Then we got 12, which is an hour 3, but by the time we slow down and actually make the turn.
And is this planning us to come into 4 though?
No.
Then we get that turnout too. So when we drove
3175 whiskey, cross 15 miles north of Punta Gorda, maintain 3000.
15 north of Punta Gorda, 3000. I already have that in.
I was going to say, I don't remember putting it in, but I don't remember seeing you put it in either.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you on point, boy.
Staying ahead of the airplane. It's also good to have local knowledge. So you can see the Boeing Banana there showing us that's where we'll be when we are at 3000 based on our current descent rate.
Number 3175 whiskey, contact Fort Myers approach 126.8.
126.8, good day, Senpai Whiskey.
Along the route of flight for final.
I know, I'm not doing my job today, it's fine.
I knew it was coming, so I went ahead and put it in.
Yeah.
We'll try it. 750 got brown.
Fort Myers approach, bearing 3175 Whiskey 3000 with X-ray.
75 whiskey flying 210.
210, 75 Whiskey.
Or 4 Charlie Delta, Punta Gorda at your 1 o'clock and 10 miles. Alright, we'll let you know when we have impact. Thanks, 4 Charlie Delta.
He's probably going to route us all the way around because of this traffic right here.
For visual approach, going to tower tank, take for Charlie Delta. 5-8 Papa Thermal Tank 230.
Alright, let's go ahead and activate the approach.
Mars approach tag 5.
Might as well do that since we're probably going to get...
5 Whiskey, if able to reduce speed by 20 knots.
Alright, slowing up, 75 Whiskey.
Number 75 Whiskey, descend and maintain 2000.
2000, 75 Whiskey.
Number 158 Papa, Fort Myers approach you on.
Alright, so we want to go to 125 and 2000.
Roger, just advise me when we're ready for the approach, fly heading 180. Number 16 Yankee, descend and maintain 2000. Do you want to continue with the approach with the precipitation there, or do you want to wait somewhere else?
416 Yankee, we'll continue with the approach.
Look at the field.
For 2000.
See the field over there?
Number 220, advise when you have information, echo at page.
About 11
I
o'clock.
think so. It's got all the white.
75 Whiskey, Punta Gorda Airport at your 10 to 11 o'clock and 10 miles.
Field in sight, 75 Whiskey.
5 Whiskey, cleared visual approach, runway 4, contact Punta Gorda Tower, good day.
Good visual 4 over tower, good day, 75 Whiskey. Punta Gorda Tower, Baron 3175 Whiskey, visual 4.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, if you would square your turn to final for spacing to the airport, and I expect your clearance for runway 4 on about a 4 mile final.
Alright, square in the turn, 75 Whiskey.
And November 36 Foxtrot, wind 08018, gust 25, runway 9 clear to land.
See that weather?
That's I'm actually looking, trying to see.
Yeah.
We're cutting it close.
Yeah, we're just gonna just.
I feel like I can see the wall.
Yep.
In front of us.
Definitely see the wall in front of us.
November 75 Whiskey, you can bring it straight to the runway.
Straight to the runway, 75 Whiskey, thank you.
Does that mean that you're clear to land though?
He hasn't come in the lane yet, but he doesn't need me to square it anymore. He sees the weather.
No. I was wondering like what that language meant because I don't think I've ever
It just
heard that before.
He just means because before he told me to square it.
Wind 11015, gust 25.
Wind's picking up.
Oh, gust 25. Wow.
It'll be fun.
November 75 Whiskey, the wind 09014, gust 20, cleared land runway 4.
Clear land runway 4, 75 Whiskey. And 090. Alright, fly slip intercept, you're going down. Gonna earn my money today.
She's gonna earn her money today.
The storm or the airplane?
No, the plane. Gonna earn her fuel. Her TLC that we're gonna give her.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to be below, to look up and see planes. You're like, oh, what's going on?
Wonder how much you can really see it though.
I've watched it before. You gotta really pay attention, but...
Right.
500.
500 feet, we are 3 green, we are clear to land. In the white arc, going flaps land. Although I probably should have just landed with approach flaps. The birds. Alright, we're going to dip the right wing. Press the left rudder. Right wing.
That was good.
I'm not going to try to do Charlie.
Oh.
Baron 75 Whiskey, turn left at Alpha 2, contact ground 119.55.
Alpha 2 over to ground, 75 Whiskey.
On ground.
Yeah, I'm on the ground. Didn't you see my landing?
Ground 36 Foxtrot. I'm holding short for this traffic coming to
Welcome to a windy and bumpy Punta Gorda. Ground Baron 3175 Whiskey is clear forward, Alpha 2 for 200 hangers.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, Punta Gorda ground, taxi right be Alpha Charlie, hold short 15.
The ramp via Alpha Charlie, hold short 15, 75 Whiskey. Welcome to Punta Gorda. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this flight. Thankfully, we just beat in these storms. I think if we left much later, like 10 minutes later or so, we probably would be going somewhere else to land.
I just think I just saw lightning too.
My plan B was we were going to go to Sarasota and hang out there.
Go to the mall.
Oh, maybe my second thought. Ooh, Sarasota would have been a horrible idea.
Number 212, Vic.
Well, we barely just beat the rain. You can see it's already raining outside. So Kim's going to go ahead and unload the airplane, get all the cameras out, and I'm going to wait for the oil to get changed. Alright, so we've already drained the oil out of the right engine. I actually have these quick drain plugs that you just kind of twist and it lets the oil come out instead of having to unscrew the nut. Makes my life a little easier. Although getting this filter out can be a pain in the butt. As you can see, it's pretty tight in there and well, it can often be messy. So we got the filter out, have a new one in. Just need to do a little safety tie in there and then this will be all done. I personally install the Phillips XC 20W50 oil. I used to use the Shell. I've since changed, and now from talking to Continental, this is one of their recommended oils as well. So I went ahead and went with this, the XC 20W50. Now this engine can actually hold 12 quarts of oil, but I won't put 12 quarts in. I'll put more like 10 quarts in, at least initially, as well as some cam guard. Now the reason I don't put in 12 is because airplane engines tend to have a happy spot, and even though they can hold oil, they'll tend to blow out a quart to two depending on the engine through the breather if they have too much oil. So rather than just wasting oil and hurting the environment, I just stop a little short and just keep an eye on it from there. Now the cam guard is some good stuff, especially being in a corrosive environment like Florida is, where I add this to the oil and it will actually treat the cylinders with a anti-corrosive material to protect them. So when the engines aren't running, it has a coat on it that helps slow corrosion if you are sitting too long. Of course, the best defense to corrosion is flying your airplane every day. Now, for those of you who are new to aviation or just a fan of the channel, you might be wondering, am I allowed to be changing my oil? Because after all, I am not a mechanic. And thankfully, the FAA does allow certain basic maintenance that as a owner, I'm allowed to do. And one of them happens to be changing oil. Arguably, the most difficult part of doing the oil change is actually not the oil change at all. It's actually this right here, the safety wire. It's a bit of an art form, if you will. And so the guys who do it, they're kind of like artists. Well, I'm just like an art student. Now that's no Picasso, but I'd say that's pretty good. So one thing I need to mention though is that while I can do oil changes on this airplane, unfortunately this particular engine has an AD that requires the inspection of the oil filter adapter. And so we'll go ahead, we'll pull this airplane out now, we'll run it up, make sure there's no leaks, do a leak check, make sure oil is not coming out, and then we'll taxi over to my local A&P, he'll inspect it and then sign off on it. And since I'm there, I'll go ahead and give him my old oil filter, which he'll cut open and make sure there's no metal or other contaminants in there that, well, you just can't see with the naked eye.
As always, guys, if you like these videos, hit that thumbs up, subscribe button. Biggest compliment.
Pilot, November 3175 Whiskey, cross runway 15 on Charlie. Continue Delta to the ramp. You'll be following the RV crossing left to right.
cross 15 at Charlie and Delta to Foxtrot, and thank you for that.
I thought you might enjoy that.
You know how hard it is to read back what you just said? I didn't hear a word of it after I started laughing.
Oh my God.
You know what I do on my off time, right?
Apparently I do, yes, and I love it and appreciate it. You rock. Clear right, clear left.
Great. We appreciate the good words too, and they're great videos, my friend.
Thank you, I appreciate it. You guys deserve every word, every good word I give you guys. That's hilarious.
That is beyond hilarious because apparently he just saw the video stating what would happen if we started saying the Baron Pilot 75 Whiskey.
So for those who don't know what he's referring to, in a previous video we made reference to, actually Kim made reference to how funny would it be if I referred to myself as the Baron Pilot instead of Baron 3175 Whiskey. And apparently the controller here is a fan of the channel, and he saw that and took advantage of that. And hence the Baron pilot shout out. So thank you so much, man. You guys rock. My face hurts. It's actually, I like a child blushing.
So I think he watches just because he hears himself all the time. He doesn't watch because of us.
Oh, not because of us?
Yeah.
Oh, is that why you're watching? I take it all back then. No, just kidding.
No, that's a trip because, I mean, come on. Wouldn't it be awesome if you hear Baron Pilot 3175 Whiskey is now on your frequency?
The Baron Pilot. No, but you can't say the Baron Pilot and 3175 Whiskey.
No, you have to say.
Because that's redundant. You just got to say the Baron Pilot.
But then you're going to get people arguing over not saying your tail number, although everybody should know
but
the tail number.
But that's the point, is that your call sign is the Baron Pilot. The best part of coming home. These guys are the best.
Yeah. Gotta go say hi to them.
Yeah. Alright guys, well, until next time.